Hello everybody, I'm Honda Accord Guy, and today I bring you a little bit of a different video. This is actually just going to be the beginning part of this video. I'm just going to show everybody here all of the damages that were automatically previously on this car and the Jaguar. I'm showing you the Range Rover right now. You see that there's barely any interior pieces. There's a whole bunch of scuffs and stuff all over the car. You see there's tape all over it. That grill won't stay on. It's being held on with tape. You look under here, you see the tape there. There's a whole bunch of parts on this car that won't stay on. The door literally just fell off. Then I'll move to the Jaguar. See, the hood doesn't actually close all the way. It's really hard to see. There's a busted headlamp. The mirror right there is busted. The windshield was cracked. The rear window is cracked. And that's actually the wheel of the car that is missing. You also notice there's a whole bunch of scuffs and marks. But just so you know, these cars were crashed in this video for a purpose, just to get rid of the cars, because I'm not just going to throw them away and have it be a waste. I might as well make a cool video out of it. I hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned for more videos like this, and keep watching. On January 17th, 2020, the driver of this 2004 Jaguar X-Type was involved in a serious car accident that will change his life forever. On that same day, this Range Rover was also involved in the crash. He was at fault for the collision, but he didn't make it. He died on impact. Watch more to see what happens. Something interesting is that actually the driver of the Range Rover was coming over to the Jaguar's house that day because they actually knew each other. They've been pretty good friends for the last 5 years. Is it a serious coincidence that they're both going to get in a crash and one of them's going to die? Very interesting. As the Range Rover was leaving the house, so was the Jaguar. The Jaguar left his jacket at the house, so he was turning around. The Range Rover was speeding, lost control, then it happened. Soon, right after the crash, many drivers had pulled over that had just seen the accident. The driver of the Jeep and BMW had just actually seen the accident happen. Luckily, their stories to the police will be very important in this investigation. These are the two cars that saw the accident. The Jeep driver is flabbergasted of what he just saw. He's never seen an accident this bad before. As this 3 Series, BMW, Mercedes C-Class, and Jeep all pulled over at the same time to help each of these drivers. We do have a major update here. The driver of the Jaguar is sitting on the side of the road getting ready to be questioned. He actually has very minimal injuries by some miracle. He only has a foot and an ankle injury. That is it. He's going to be sent to a hospital and to see what exactly he does have. But as of right now, it doesn't look like he has anything major, which is awesome. He's very lucky. Now, the driver of the Range Rover is not being touched. We're waiting for a coroner scene to come out here and take a look and extract him properly. Nobody's allowed to go anywhere near that car as of right now. And we have the driver of the BMW sitting by his car. He has a giant pet iguana that likes to chill out in his BMW. He's being questioned by the police officer about what exactly he saw, and they're doing the best of his ability. The Mercedes driver is about to get cleared that he can go because he didn't actually see the crash. He only saw the Jeep and the BMW pull to the side of the road, and he saw all the parts fly in the middle of the road. He didn't see the exact impact, which is really what the police wanted to know. This gives us a better opportunity to take a look at how much damage there is inside the Jag. It's really hard to see, but the actual passenger side of that dashboard is pushed back really far. You see there's a whole bunch of broken glass on that seat, car parts, and everything like that. There's actually a door panel from that rear right door. Really bad. But luckily on the driver's side, it's not too bad. The passenger side is really where it got hit. As soon as the driver of the Range Rover is cleared, we will be allowed to go over there and take an investigation. As of right now, nobody's allowed over. "31 minutes later, we have a major update. The cars are about to get hauled away and all the parts are about to get cleaned up. Luckily, this was on a small rural road, so there's not too much traffic. Luckily, there was 2 cars that were available to see the accident and help. As I said, the Mercedes driver did leave. The driver of the Range Rover has been extracted and he was pronounced DOA, dead on arrival. Which is a shame, but luckily he did not kill or seriously injure any other innocent bystanders. But the police officer is waiting for an ambulance because somehow there's no ambulance nearby. It's a really, really bad accident on the highway, pretty far from this one, so all the ambulances were called out on mistake to that accident, but they're going to need some backup. Luckily, that driver is not seriously injured, so he's able to kind of wait it out. He is in pain, but not too much. He's okay. He's willing to stay there. He's even told everybody he's willing to sit there for as long as it needs, as long as he gets some help. We already took a look at the Jag, so let's go take a look at the Range Rover. Now that we have an opportunity to get a little bit closer, you'll notice that the whole entire car, you see that right there, the whole entire, everything from the left-hand side was just sheared off the front of this car and pushed, like, just boom. This was not how it was supposed to go. You'll notice that the dashboard is, like, half cut off because of the crash. That's actually where the dashboard is. The door has, like, fell off of its hinges. This is, like, sitting on the ground. That's actually the steering wheel, believe it or not. Once again, we finally had a Range Rover technician come out and discover what had happened with this car. The driver was speeding. He was doing 74 miles an hour in the left-hand lane of traffic as he lost control, hit the Jag, rolled. Right before he was actually distracted. He was trying to take a sip of his water that he had sitting in the center console, and he looked away for a split second. The car started unexpectedly accelerating. He hit the brakes really hard and ended up locking them up. The car shut off in an emergency situation. We don't know why and what happened. There was a serious electrical problem. It shut off the brakes. That caused them to lock up. That's why they were steaming, because like the system tried to save the crash, but it didn't, and it ended up being really bad. That's why that happened. That also caused the airbags to not deploy, but we can't go as far and say if the airbags had deployed, it really wouldn't have saved the driver. A lot of times at speeds that high, there's nothing you could even do. Your internal organs just can't survive that. But we're glad that we have some closure. You'll actually notice there's a huge dent in the roof. This part here, the trunk has been pushed. Everything, pretty much every window except for these three. Sunroof, driver's door, driver's window, windshield, passenger window, right rear window have all been completely shattered and or cracked. This whole wheel has been split because of the brake problem. Really bad crash. That roof right there, the actual A pillar on the B pillar on the passenger side is touching the headrest of the passenger seat. Really bad. This car is missing 2 wheels. All of the parts here. The BMW driver is sitting in his car just waiting for closure to leave, and all of this should be cleaned up pretty soon. But then, out of nowhere, a fire erupts inside the Jaguar. Luckily, the driver is out of the car, but this is really bad. We have to get this fire under control. The fire is spreading really quickly. This is really dangerous. Unfortunately, the fire department is at the other accident on the highway. This fire is getting extremely out of control. Somebody needs to take care of this immediately. The driver of the Jaguar would like to thank these three for helping. The driver of the BMW 3 Series Touring and his pet iguana. John and his wife Karen, the driver of the blue Mercedes. And Aaron, the driver of the Jeep. All three of these drivers helped solve the mystery that this crash leaves. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to see more videos just like this, drop a like, comment down below, and tell me what you thought.